So yeah, all crates have been converted to blueprints now after the latest update, and it's pretty much Epic Games' way of shafting everyone who's ever opened the game of Rocket League and destroying the entire economy. Yeah, the economy is a literal disaster right now, but it's slowly being rebuilt, which is good. In fact, that's one of the things I wanted to talk about. Now that it's being rebuilt, things are going to work a little bit differently. So quickly, for those of you who don't know, this is a blueprint. Depending on the rarity of the item is how much it'll cost, and if it has, if it's painted or if it's certified, that's an extra 200 per add-on. So painted is 200 and certified is another 200. Something that's screwed up about this is, let's take wheels like this. It's 800 because it's an import, and these wheels are also 800 because it's an import. So depending on the rarity, it's gonna be the same for that type of item. Now this really screws up the trading economy because now you're forced to pay $1 for something that used to cost less than $1. Now you're forced to pay, or now you can pay $22 for a pair of white zombies that used to cost $100. But there is actually a way you can make money off this new system. Now this isn't some giant secret. I'm sure people are gonna figure this out sooner or later. This also kind of leads into what blueprints you should buy, and I'll explain that for you right now. So if you use the website rlinsider.gg/pc, I'll put the link in the description, you can see what all the new prices are for items. So for example, 1.5k, that's 1,500 credits. You can see up here, k equals 1,000 credits. So this is $15. If we go down here to Zombies, obviously the price is decreased at $65. But that means you pay $20 for this, and in return you're gonna get $65. That's a $45 or 4,500 credit benefit. So because of this new system where you know what all the prices are and you know what you're gonna get, you can find something that you pay less for and sell it for maybe a little bit more or a lot more. Like something like this, a Paradis wheels, yeah. No one's gonna buy them. They still go for less than what you purchase them for. These cost $13 to buy, and you can sell them for roughly $1, not even. So most things are gonna be worthless now, even more worthless than they were. What also sucks is really good items like the Dracos were up in the 50s at one point. The Zombies that were over 100, they're gonna be brought down. A lot of the good items are being brought down because they are cheaper. So there aren't many items you really do want to get, but there are some, and if you do get those items, you can sell them and make a profit. And by the way, I want to get this out of the way. Yes, credits are tradable. I don't know how people got it into their heads that credits aren't tradable. Credits are 100% tradable after 72 hours after purchase. It says it directly in the patch notes. Let's take a quick look at the item shop. Okay, so 20XX goes for $22 if it's cobalt, $20 if it's not painted. Right here it says a 20XX titanium white goes for $65. That's about as much as white Zombies. The cobalt price has not been put in yet, and by the way, a lot of prices have not been put in yet. Like they're working on it. The economy is still in shambles, but they got a decent amount of stuff up right now. They're getting more every day. Hopefully within a weekish, things will be back to where they were. From what it looks like is a painted 20XX is gonna go for more than $22. Obviously I don't know exactly how much it's gonna cost yet, so I don't think there's any real worth in buying it. But if you see if you get a drop for a white 20XX or even a black 20XX, you're gonna make double what you pay for it. $24 to open it and $48 and you might make $46, $48 from it. You can actually rack up a decent bit of credits if you play the game enough, and it's almost like saying the more you grind the game, the more you're gonna make back from it. So it's a very weird update. It's very new, and like I said, this is no secret. People are gonna figure this out eventually. That you can sell the items. I'm sure everyone already knows that, but this is for those of you who haven't really put the pieces together. Yeah, this is what you're gonna be able to do, and I'll link this in the description again. Like I said, this is a good website. They update the prices pretty quickly. This is the one I've always used for years. If you want to see what the prices used to be in keys, you can go back to their old key prices. Yeah, before this, Zombies were 120 keys. Holy crap. So some prices really took a dip. Now let me talk about prices that haven't changed. anything that you can trade up will be the same, like the octane, because you cannot buy an octane through a blueprint. You can only get it, a white octane, through trade ups. So it was 90 keys, now it's actually went up, believe it or not. So it really makes me sad, because about a year ago, no one could have seen this update coming. No one saw Epic Games buying Psionics. A year ago, I traded my white octane for Zombies. Pretty much the value of white Zombies is halved. But back then they were about the same worth. So I thought it was a good trade, because I don't use octane, I use flat cars and I like Zombies. But people are gonna be wishing they kept their octane now if they sold it. It's probably, I think it's the most valuable item in the game right now. Well, besides the alpha items, I think white octane is the most expensive item that's not alpha or beta. That is pretty much how you can actually make some money off this game now. It's really weird how everything works. Again, thank you Epic Games for taking your flaccid cocks and slapping each and every person who's ever played this game with it. We know you guys are just looking for money. You don't give a shit about this game. Fuck you guys. You ruined the economy. But yeah, that's my little tangent right there. So yeah, that's pretty much everything I have to say. Like, I'm a small channel, so I'm gonna take this time to beg for subscribers, beg for likes, and beg for comments. So yeah, see ya.